Warning, some viewers may be too serious to enjoy the following video.
Yo, what's up, dudes? We're here at Six Flags Great Adventure. We got Tara right here.
Hey guys!
El Toro wifey. And El Toro baby down there. Yeah, nice and big. Should be riding rides very soon. This is my first visit for the 2025 season besides Media Day for this new ride over here, the Flash Vertical Velocity. But today's great because the rest of the park is open, so now I'm going to get to go on the rest of my favorite rides here, which includes rides like King Ka, Zumanjaro Drop of Doom, Green Lantern, the Skyway, Daredevil Dive, Cyborg Cyber Spin, Twister, especially Green Lantern. That one's my favorite ride of all time. So we're gonna go head in, go start with all those rides that I just mentioned, and it's gonna be a great day. Am I tripping, or do they make the Skyway invisible, man? That's a sick upgrade. I have to go on that in a bit. Bro, they deleted Daredevil Dive, man. They like formatted the whole park. Hey, Houdini's open. That's awesome. That's good. Yeah, so obviously that was a joke. The park got rid of all those rides. They were all gone.
And it's gone.
It's not the park's fault. Don't take it out on Great Adventure. The powers above wanted that to happen.
What?
It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
King Ka, Zumanjaro, the Skyway, Parachutes, Twister, Cyborg, and Green Lantern.
But I do hear it's for good change.
You lie! Liar!
Who lies? Oh, lies!
Mumblings I'm hearing is that this park is supposed to be heavily invested in. Starting next year, you'll see that new record-breaking launch coaster. It may be exactly what you're thinking it is, by the way. You didn't hear that from me. And then there should be a lot more improvements coming also. So you'll see that throughout the day too. That right now they're putting a lot of in-park improvements to the food, drink system, and just the overall look of the park. Everything is looking great. I ran into the park president and some other guys who work here. Yo, sup? Yeah, we got Ryan and Marshall. Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, you guys are both new here for Great Adventure this year, right?
That's right, the best addition to the park the whole year.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about all that. Not that. Us. Them.
Yeah. And we're excited to be here, man. Excited you're here.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Yeah,
In the flesh.
Yeah, well, actually, we don't actually run El Toro unless you're here. You actually have to be here, otherwise we don't open.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it'll be open today. So I got El Toro baby sleeping right here, catching some Z's. El Toro wifey and Tara, they just went up to ride Flash. And we're gonna switch with them. Me and we got Dan here too. I'm gonna interrupt their conversation. What's up? We also got O'Brien right here, El Toro O'Brien from the Fright Fest video. Okay, they just got off. What's the reaction?
Okay, I like the beginning. I like the launching like back and forth. I was fine with that. Up until how the rest of the ride just goes backwards, I got crazy. That messed her up. That really messed me up. But everything up until then, I love. So it's not for me.
I'm definitely on the opposite side of the spectrum. I loved it. I thought it was great. That first launch, when you were going backwards and my stomach fell out, I was like, yes, I love it. That hang time.
Oh yeah.
Crap.
Not for me. Not for me. I'm like, if it was just the beginning, perfect. After that,
Because we were just hanging there, I'm like, is this going to stop it?
Yeah, it goes forever, right?
yeah.
I loved it though. It was great.
At least I did it. Now I know.
No, it's good you did it.
Can't do those backwards.
At least you tried it, and I've seen you much sicker before, so I feel like you're okay.
You seem like you're squaring off a bit.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you have to like stop after you got off the ride? Did you
Yeah,
take a
it took
breather?
me a second, But I might take a little skip whatever the next thing we do, and then.
I was gonna ask if you guys wanted to try like the new food or anything.
I was going to say, I'm kind of hungry.
I could eat. Yeah, I'm definitely hungry, so.
Okay.
All right, I think maybe me and Dan will go on, and then
Yeah, go for it.
Child swap.
Oh, perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Just have to pass off the baby. Pass the baby. Pass the baby. Yeah. Child swap crew.
Child swap.
And me and Dan just got off. We do it right in the middle car, like car 3.
Running a little faster than it was on Media Day.
Yeah, the outbound lap was a lot faster actually. We actually hardly got any hang time in the stall, and then we had some really good floater air time at the top of the double up. And that was in the middle car, so we still had good floater there. And then going backwards, great hang time. Again, it was a little slower going backwards, so.
I think that's a good trade-off, personally. Like, I'll sacrifice the hang time on the outbound lap
Yeah, to get it on the return lap, do it a little slower.
And,
thing,
and get the floater on a double up too.
Oh yeah,
I think
that's
it's a
nice.
fair trade.
That's nice too. That thing had a healthy line. I'm not sure if it's because it's so popular. It's definitely going to be a very popular ride with the guests, by the way, or if it's because it runs one train.
It is definitely more popular than it has capacity for.
Yeah, unfortunately. So hopefully they can manage that. We'll see how the season progresses. But, all right, we got our drink up for the year too. Six Flags parks are on a new system. It's much more similar to Cedar Fair, actually. We actually, you know, scan the cup. Cedar Fair parks, you just get the paper cups, but here they've got these cups and your barcode's right on it. So we'll see how that goes. Got some Coke right here. I do wish this was still included with your pass. This used to be included, but I guess it's nice, you know, with the upgrades they're doing to the refill stations, the upgrades of those look nice. I'll show you guys those as we go through the day. But I do hope this cup lasts, and I do hear they've been breaking. So hopefully ours doesn't break. So, but if yours is broken or if it's still holding up good, let me know in the comments. And so this is one of several new drink stands here at the park where you basically just go with your drink cup, you scan the cup, and then you go and fill it up. So it looks like here we've got soda on that side and then ices on that side. So that's pretty cool. This one's right here by the entrance. And then there's several of these throughout the park. They put some nice fencing in front of it. So they're definitely making improvements here. You know, it's very, very much a Cedar Fair looking, you know, style to this, but I'm liking it. Definitely helping make the park nicer. All right, so now we're gonna try the upgraded food at the park. So they've upgraded two of the restaurants. We've got Yum Yum Cafe and then also Granny's. So Yum Yum's here out in Dream Street. The Dream Street pathway's over there. Carousel's right there. We've got loud music behind me. And then Granny's is back that way behind the Ferris wheel. So Yum Yum is gonna be more like, you know, cheeseburgers, pizza, chicken tenders and stuff, but it's all upgraded, so it's Cedar Fair style. Let's go try it out. All right, so we're inside Yum Yum now. They redid everything, all new. Let's see how these ops are, because this is really crowded. So here's your options menu. Here you got the entrees right here. I still don't know what I'm going for. And then we got these sides. I think I'll go for the burger. Yeah, so we've been waiting in line for a good while now. I think there's definitely some room for improvement in terms of the operations and the speed of this, especially if it's cafeteria style. You know, usually at the legacy Cedar Fair parks, you're just kind of flying, so here we got the pizza mains. Scope it out, see if you want it. It looks good. That's where wife is getting it. Here's a look at the, oh, that's it for us. Thank you. This is a look at the cafeteria style. Walk up, order what you want, mains. All right, so I went for the cheeseburger, the mac and cheese, which I heard is pretty good. We'll find out. And then El Toro wifey, I don't know if she's that satisfied already, but she got the pizza, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is good. I think it would have been better if it was warmer.
Okay.
Toro baby likes it.
That's good, yeah, but you know, she's a little easier to please. The ops, you know, are just kind of slow, especially, you know, even after you get your food, just to like ring up at the cashier. That took a while too. This is definitely a great upgrade, a step in the right direction, but just the operations of it, you know, that could be smoother. So I actually like the mac and cheese. It's got like a nice pepper flavor to it. You're just not a fan of pepper.
Yeah. Black pepper. Black pepper, yeah, I don't like black pepper.
And then, yeah, burger's pretty good too. All right, we're all done at Yum Yum. Overall, food is definitely improved. They could just improve on the operations, and then I think you're basically there. So hopefully, you know, it's early in the season, everyone's still new. So hopefully with time, you know, everyone gets used to everything, and they'll be rolling trains, or you know, rolling food. Yeah, rolling trays. All right, so we're at the Dream Street pathway, and I hear we got evicted. So we used to be somewhere here by the sewer grates. You know, that's just how we are. Yeah, we got evicted. They gentrified the area. So I hear the people with these bricks, they paid like $1,000, but we couldn't afford that, so we got kicked out.
Are you not by the sewer anymore, Ryan?
No, we're not by the sewer with our sewer people in there, but it's okay.
Just keep watching this channel if you want that to change.
Yes, please. Here. Oh, nice. Nice. You guys did not get evicted. That's good. You guys are still here. Yeah, so they just spread out the bricks to make it look better. So ours is somewhere here. There's a whole brick locator tool actually they can use to find your bricks. Ours is somewhere here. We'll find it later.
Is it on the app?
I forgot if it was on the app or like a website.
Okay.
I'll throw it up right here on the screen. Oh, it's right here.
It's right there.
Wait.
It's not it. Just somebody gave you a shout out.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, whoever that is. Thank you, Judge. I don't know who you are, but shouts out to you. If you're watching the video, please drop something in the comments. I'd love to say something to you. Dang, yeah, shouts out, Mr. Toro. Found your brick. Can't find my brick. Yeah, we even use the brick locator tool also. It's to find the bricks here, not that other brick you might be thinking of, but these bricks, the PG bricks here at the park. And my brick didn't show up there, so I probably got evicted. El Toro wifey found it.
Again!
Yes! We did not get evicted. That's great.
You are not by the sewer anymore.
Kind of liked being by the sewer, but I'll take it. It was easy to find.
Ready?
Dang, screw El Toro Ryan. Screw that guy. Gotta take El Toro baby on some rides. Let's go get this credit real quick. You ready for this credit? Let's get this credit. All right, I don't know who's more excited, me or El Toro baby. She's right down there. We're about to go get this credit, right? Yeah, we're gonna get this credit. All right, we just did it. She got the credit. This one on that ride right there. Credit achieved. And technically, I believe she can go on the log flume too once that opens up. This looks great with the paint job, by the way. And then I think we've got something a little shocking to the left. We'll pan over there in 1 second. And dang, no King Ka or Zumanjaro. That is crazy. Such a weird mix. I mean, I knew the Skyline also, like up until 2004, like there was no King Ka here. And instead, like you had Rolling Thunder shining there and Viper also. El Toro replaced Viper. Rolling Thunder completely overshadowed by El Toro once that opened up here. But yeah, this is very different. Honestly, I mean, it still looks great. El Toro looks honestly even better like this with nothing behind it because now it looks even bigger. But man, this is the iconic view, all different. No King Ka. All right, now it's time for Tango. El Toro dad used to work this ride. And now take my daughter on it. Let's go. We're ready to tango. Let's go. Ole, ole. She's really ready to go. All right, tango done. El Toro baby did not want to get off. She loved it.
She's a thrill seeker for sure.
Oh yeah. I think she honestly wants to go on El Toro, but she's gonna have to wait a couple of years for that. All right, it's time for our first rides in El Toro of the season. They've done some track work this year. The real track work is coming next off season, and that'll be with Intamin. But this year,
spin.
yeah, millions and millions of dollars are gonna be going into this ride. It's gonna be great. But for science, wheel seat. Yeah, down.
Oh Lord, I want you to help me.
Maybe.
He's hyped. Let's do it. I don't know. I love wheel seats. Comment down below if you love a wheel seat. All right, 2 rides in on El Toro. Only 2 because that's the new re-ride policy, which honestly really stupid.
Kind of dumb.
Yeah.
IROC.
It's not IROC technically, because I used to work this ride in 16 with IROC, and you could just ride this thing as much as you want. We had people ride it like 60 times in a row, but now I believe it's a Cedar Fair policy, but now it's Six Flags policy because they're all the same. But, yeah, so we did our 2 rides, and then we left. We followed the rules. But yeah, I mean, I personally really liked it. I thought it was pretty smooth. We did ride in a non-wheel seat though.
Yeah, so first ride we both did 17, and then Ryan got a re-ride in 17. I went up to row 7, which is
front wheel.
Yeah, front wheel.
The roughest
row 3.
wheel.
Yeah, I wouldn't particularly recommend riding a front wheel if you can help it. It's some of the valleys are still a little jarring. The turnaround is still not great.
But it's much better than it used to be. It used to be heavy jackhammering. Ever since last year, it's been much better since then.
Yeah, well, I mean, it used to be like legitimately hard to ride for somebody with relatively high tolerance like me. Now it's acceptable.
So they did do a lot of track work around the ride, so the second valley is now much smoother, because that used to be actually a pretty rough spot going the last few seasons, so that's much smoother now. And there's some new pieces of track around the ride that the park did themselves, but the real magic is going to start this off season. I believe that the new track is already shipping here, or may already be here, but the new track pieces are going to start arriving this spring. It won't go on until the fall, or until after the park closes, or this ride closes after Fright Fest. But then next year it'll have a substantial amount of track work on it, and for the next several years it's going to happen too. So it's going to be really nice. Good things coming. The ride's also only on 1 train right now. You used to open this ride with 2 trains every year. Same with the other rides, but I mean, at least this year, most of the other rides at least have 2 trains, which is good. It's just this and Mine Train, I believe, and Flash that have 1 train. The second train should be coming in early May. So you can see it. It's back by the maintenance shop over here by El Toro in the infield. The cars, they're being put back together, so hopefully by then it should be back. The crew is also doing really good. They were killing it. So
they sent 15 trains on 1 train in 1 hour, which is pretty damn good.
All right, guys. So I think I'm going to continue this video on another day. Also, we're just going to go on King Ka real quick, and then we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Yeah,
my heart.
Yo, Saw, it's another day. I finally stopped crying over King Ka, and look what we got.
Now it's my turn to cry about King Ka.
Yeah.
That's a big letdown. First time here since they took it down. I missed last year on Ka, which is a shame. And I missed last year on this, my number 1. But I'm here for that, and Flash, and to see everybody being home.
Oh, yes, man, for sure.
So,
All right, man, how was that front bench ride?
That was pretty good. It's got some wooden coaster loving, but that's what you get with a wooden coaster that's almost 20 years old now. It's amazing how King Ka's 20 years. I'm not King Ka, El Toro.
Too soon.
Too soon. Toro is almost 20 years old now.
Yo.
And I rode it opening year.
It's not as smooth as it was opening year, but
Definitely not.
it's got some bite to it. I like it like that. So honestly, I'd say the roughest valley right now on the ride is the drop after the turnaround. So like coming out of that valley into the speed hill, some good kinks in that. I wouldn't like, you know, even the front bench, I didn't think it was like ridiculous, but there's some give in it. So we're heading in for one more ride on the Flash before Pete heads back home to Virginia. And
short time for me.
yeah. But how'd you like the ride, man? How was your first ride on this?
Oh, the first ride was really good. I like the hang time of that star is pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I expected a little more out of the chiller roll, you know, because I've heard all the stories about Batman and Robin chiller, but I really enjoyed this ride. Hopefully a good addition, but it's bringing in the crowds, that's for sure. It's a good thing, but I mean, where else are you going to go when you take out 5, 6 rides in one off-season?
And this is definitely the most empty I've ever seen the Flash queue yet. So, yeah, we're here on Easter. Happy 420. Oh, I literally just dropped the Problematic Roller Coasters video on the Chiller and the Mr. Freezes, so that's now live. Go check that out.
I'm watching while I have my 5-hour drive.
Enjoy, man, enjoy.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to listen.
Okay, drive safe, safety first. Ride with tight lap bars.
Seatbelts on.
Yeah, seatbelts on, good. All right, we just did front car of the Flash. I thought that was really good.
Very good.
Fantastic.
The hang time, double down right there. In front,
the air time, so good.
That's very good, right?
Oh yeah, especially love when you're doing like the forward launch and you climb up Immelman into like that stall. The positives coming up that are just so heavy. I don't know. I think this might be a top 3 ride in the park for me, honestly.
Yeah, what's left?
Yeah, what's left? Yeah, it wouldn't have been last year, but this year.
Maybe Batman. It's super fun.
Green Lantern.
Turd.
You're gonna get me crying again, man.
I'm gonna have a new home park for 6 weeks. Maybe I'll share that. I'll be on the prowl.
Yeah, on the prowl. All right, well, yeah, these two are headed out.
Yep.
I gotta go back to Virginia.
He's also a fan of a new baseball team, the Chicago White Sox.
240 losses in 2 seasons.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's almost as many losses as this place has had.
Oh, it's close competition actually. If you really think about it.
Hopefully, good things are coming. Hopefully, please. I keep hearing this is going to be like the park that's going to be invested in the most heavily. So
it should be because you're right between 2 major cities, but I have trust issues.
Just short-term pain, long-term gain.
I'm
going for that.
I'm a fan of the Buffalo Sabres, so I'm used to hearing this is our year, and then it's not our year.
You guys are overdoing it with the sports stuff for me.
Just enjoy the Flash.
Yeah,
enjoy the Flash.
Flash is really good while it's here. It's a very good ride, and hopefully it's sticking around for a while. Or if they added a turntable to it, that would be great too. But
no way.
So the crew does a good job. They do a good job with what they got. All right, peace out, idiots. Still getting used to this view with the lack of King Ka and the Skyway. Very empty here, but it still does look great. I do got to hand it to that. It's just really weird not having King Ka back there. They should have just left it. But what is nice, I guess, is I'd hear some park guests walking past and they looked this way and they said, oh, that's a great picture. So obviously it's still super photogenic. Please, I just got to refill it with something dope back there behind El Toro or something. Just another, we need a King Ka replacement. So if you guys watch Collywood Studios or like the coaster spot as well, you probably already know this. They're definitely always more on top of the great adventure updates than I am. The old Safari Off-Road Adventure Station here in Frontier Adventures is now only for Savannah Sunset. So that's pretty sick. You have your own station to go back and forth from the resort. So that's awesome. And then as far as the actual safari to ride that as a guest, that's all done at the Safari Outpost, which is out by where King Ka's Top Hat used to be. So if you ever want to do that, you're gonna head over there. Today is super dead, by the way. Toro's running one train, and look, there's no line down here in the queue. Look who I just ran into.
What's up, guys?
Mr. Toro.
What's up?
The other guy whose name is Ryan, who's heavily associated with El Toro. That's the two of us.
That's us, yeah.
Yeah. You were like the El Toro, you know, the Ryan El Toro guys. Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. How many rides on El Toro are you up to now?
2,495.
Nice, man. That's crazy.
I've aged quite a bit since 2016, but...
Oh, man, looking great. I've aged also.
No chance.
You gonna get 2,500 today, or you think...
Maybe. It's not that bad right now. Want to take a ride?
Yeah, let's go for a ride. right, we just got off our rides. We did row 5, and then I also got row 2. Front of the train's good. Yeah, the airtime just hits so intensely on El Toro that way. But I still like the back more.
It's running good this year, and people are saying it's rough, but they're working on it. I'm happy that they're maintaining it well. I'm excited for the full project and when it's done. Return to its glory days like 06. You know, I didn't ride it, but this guy did, so.
Yeah, it was smoother then, but I think it's great now, too. It's got a good bite to it, and yeah, I think just more people will like it when it's just smoother all around. So, all right, let's go take a ride on Nitro.
I'm scared.
My first ride on it this year. See if it slaps. I gotta see if this is better than Flash or not, but it's probably not running at its peak speeds. Because slow Nitro is just kind of but fast Nitro, that's where it's really good. Slow Nitro kind of gets this ride a bad rep.
Awesome meet you guys are out of here. Enjoy your ride on Nitro.
All right, we just got off our ride on Nitro. It's not running at peak summer speed. You know, it's okay. There's some float in it and stuff. I will say it's smoother than Raptera.
It is Six Flags' most explosive coaster.
It is. Yeah, that's a solid ride. And honestly, currently, at least as Nitro is running right now, I like Flash more than this. That's just me, though.
Flash is a good supporting coaster in this park, though. I enjoy it.
Okay, that's really weird that there's no Skyway there. That's so weird. And Skull Mountain's missing a jaw, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, so I'm happy I can do this in the same video. It's 2 different days with the same video, but I'm gonna try out Granny's now, which is the other restaurant that got redone for this year. So I'm gonna try out their food, flex the meal plan, and I'll just let you guys know how it is. So let's head in. Let's get some rotisserie chicken and Brussels sprouts. So these are our food options here at Granny's. I will be going for the rotisserie chicken. Oh wait, hold on. That's not. This is the food here at Granny's as well. I will be going for just a Granny's platter. I'm getting the rotisserie chicken. So let's see how this is. All right, man, so just as I said, rotisserie chicken, Brussels sprouts, and I found out that apparently they're not doing hush puppies anymore, or at least that's what I was told. So now they have biscuits. So biscuits are cool, hush puppies are cooler, but you know, I'll take it. Let's try this food, I'll let you guys know how it is. Also, I've been hearing people complain about the portions here, but this seems pretty good. Not gonna, I mean, for 20 bucks it's probably not good, but it's amusement park, so what you get. I've tried everything now. Brussels sprouts are pretty good. I'm a Brussels sprouts guy, I like those, it's pretty good. Biscuits okay, definitely a solid biscuit. Rotisserie chicken actually honestly slaps. Like that's really good rotisserie chicken, so definitely highly recommend that when you come check out Granny's. Actually, on second thought, those Brussels sprouts are actually really good. Yeah, I'm digging them. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. And that is that, yeah, that's weird. And this is weird. Over here was, of course, King Ka. It's not here anymore. It's gone. And then Green Lantern was right here. 2 major rides at the park that were part of the park's, you know, initial skyline as soon as you drive in. They're just not here, and they're just giant vacant plots of land. Honestly, when you ride El Toro, just look to the right of the first drop or to the left of the lift hill when you're going up, and you'll just see this vast empty space here. It's crazy. Now again, I'm still not a fan at all of how these rides are removed. Again, it's not the park's fault. The powers above that determined that was for some reason the better way to remove, you know, so many rides, and including the world's tallest roller coaster, which was King Ka. Now the only thing that I can hope for, and is from what it sounds like, Great Adventures about to be significantly invested in, so hopefully that stays true. We'll have the record-breaking launch coaster coming up in 2026. Hopefully that stays true, and then hopefully going beyond that, we'll see many more additions, because honestly now with these rides both gone, King Ka and Green Lantern, there's so much space here. It's insane. They want to just completely redo these areas. So many rides in them, or major coasters. And honestly, I really hope they can get an on-site hotel built right into the park, where like the hotel is on park property. You can just exit the hotel straight into the park, go back and forth. That would be really cool. It is unfortunate they had to get rid of these rides. I know I wish King Ka was still here for sure, but I really hope this, you know, the short-term pain really does equal long-term gain, and that Great Adventure really is just invested in heavily. You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, worried that they might close this park, and honestly, I think that would just be really stupid of corporate to do that. The park is right between Philadelphia and New York City. New York City is the country's largest metropolitan area. Philadelphia is, I believe, top 10. It might be like 6th or something. I'll put it right here what it is. And then New Jersey is heavily populated. It's the most densely populated state in the country. So just to give up on this park would honestly be idiotic. So there's no way they are. And I also hope that they will, you know, wait the long term, you know, to let this park also evolve overhaul, maybe change its image a bit, and then, you know, just pull people back. Because this place used to do 4 million people a year in the 90s, you know, but then it was a different park then. There was more in-park entertainment. And I think they're in the right direction now. I know they're trying to improve the park's presence. You know, a lot of the park's infrastructure needs to be updated, let's be real here. But they're working on it. The food is much more improved. They're trying to improve, you know, the cleanliness of the park and how it looks, and hopefully they'll, you know, just keep it up. We'll keep it going. So that's gonna do it for my first video here at Six Flags Great Adventure for the 2025 season. It's my home park. I'll be here all the time. I've got a meal plan now, so, you know, hopefully I can keep eating my meal plan and continue to fit on the rides. That would be great, especially that one back there, El Toro. It's now prominently the park's best roller coaster. To me and so many others, it was never a question that was not the best roller coaster here. So you just had this massive 456-foot roller coaster here that kind of just dominated its presence, and now El Toro just rules this section of the park. But no, we'll keep an eye out on Great Adventure this year, and then, you know, hopefully later this summer we'll have an awesome announcement from the park for what they're going to replace King Ka with. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.